Hey everybody, we are going to use Zillow to find deals on market. But first and foremost, I just wanted to again tell you an encouraging word around just remaining steadfast in your hunt to greatness. I ask that God just continue to be with the listeners, providing provisions. But just remember that faith without works is dead. So make sure that you're doing your part um, as you pursue greatness. But let's jump right in. So again, I'm going to use our free tool Zillow to help us out here. Zillow is a great tool that has a lot of free property information. And again, this is more so geared for folks that have limited budgets. They may be new to acquisitions, and you're just looking for a deal. Now, I will say this does not come easy. There's still a layer of work that you're going to have to do to convert these leads into opportunities. But again, Zillow, a great place to start if you are looking for opportunities. Keep in mind that if it's a good deal, the investors will buy, but you got to make sure it's a good deal. It has to make sense. You can't contract this thing at what it's listed at on market because why would they go through you, right? So the trick is negotiating a deal that creates space or margin for you to make a profit and for the investor to feel like they got a good deal while the seller still feels like they got a good deal also. So let's start with Dallas because that is our home market and the one that I'm most comfortable with. So we're going to put in Dallas. You're going to see the geofence there. We're going to look at for sale. I'm going to hit apply. Now, property type, depending on what you're wholesaling, can vary. We wholesale land, so we're going to focus on land. And I want to focus on land that are lots right now. So let's go from, I got builders that can build on something as small as about 3,000 square feet. And we'll go to about, let's go to half an acre. And let's hit apply. All right. So what I'm looking for, y'all, are things that have been on market longer than 90 days, okay? Boom, here we go. First one, 91 days on market, okay? So this is a portfolio sale. So they're selling 15 lots at $25,000 each, right? So let's pull up calculator first. Let's see what that is. Because I'm going to look at this as a package versus looking at it as individual. So you got 375,000 that they're charging for this thing. So you've got that number there, and about 8,000 square feet each lot. So let's kind of see the data that they're giving us. So looking at this bad boy, I know that it's gonna need infrastructure. Looks like there's some roads here, so it should have road access off of Whitaker. But here are the lots, the placement. So really, for this to work, we're gonna need to make sure that one, we can get a road through here. We've got, obviously lots here, lots here. It does fit into the scope of the neighborhood as you look at it. Let's pull up Google Earth though, and let's look at this piece of land a little bit better. So I'm going to go into Google Earth. And we're going to pop this address to Google Earth. Okay, so you see the project here, so it looks like it's in this setting. So there's a road that goes through here, and there's lots on each side. Clearing needs to happen, so we got to get this bad boy cleared. But it looks like this may work. So it's 15 total lots for each one. So now you need to do some due diligence. But here's everything. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. As you see, that through pass needs to be finished. So you need to finish this through pass, which is an added cost, but you've got lots here that could work. So for me, got to figure out one, what is the cost of that and how to make it offer. As a good rule of thumb, we're going to need to probably create enough space on this thing to build the roads and to have some upside for a builder to build on. And so I'm probably going to offer 50% of this thing. Why, you ask? Because that gives me enough space to create and make a deal on this thing. So the next thing you do is you'd contact the agent, call the agent, and make them an offer. Once that offer is made to the agent, then you get this thing under contract, and you start your dispo process and your due diligence process. Um, Again, to get the $25,000 is not a bad number per lot by any means, but I don't know what the utility situation looks like. I don't know what the infrastructure looks like. And so I'm going to want to create enough space where I can, one, take into account those things. Obviously, with something like this, I need at least 2 weeks of due diligence time to be able to contact the city, get contractors out there, understand what these pre-construction costs look like before we close on this thing or we assign this thing, because that's just going to give my buyers more confidence in doing the deal. But let's look at another one. Let's look at something that's maybe not so complex as a 15 lot package. So let's keep going. Let's keep scrolling. 126 days on market. Okay, so here we go. So let's look at this one and see if this is something we could work with. So Zillow pictures looks like this is a tough piece of land. You do have a survey here. It's a tough piece of land. I'm probably going to pass on this bad boy. Why? Because it's sloped, it's heavily treed. It looks like it may even be landlocked. So I'm going to hide this one because I don't want to see it anymore. All right, let's go to this one. No, that's 4 days on. Probably not a lot of motivation. Okay, 25,249 days on market. I've seen this one for a long time. Um, so here we go. So it looks like it's in a cul-de-sac by itself. It's got a great little view of a hill on the back. Private property. Just raw land. Let's see if this is not landlocked first. Okay, let's copy the address. Okay, here you go. All right, so it pulls it up. Okay, so you see this? This is all rural. That's why it's sitting. No houses by it. It's really nothing. I mean, I probably wouldn't buy that piece of land. I mean, even if it was free right now at this moment, just based off of where it's at, you don't really have anything supporting that you can work with. So let's go to another one. I'm going to hide that because I don't want to see it anymore. And the thing about lots, if it's a good lot that's priced well, it's going to go quick. If it's not priced well, it's not going to go quick. Let's check this one out. This looks like a lot, at least, almost a half an acre, great size lot. And I see some houses in the mix. It's got road access, probably has some utilities. Looks like it's a corner lot. All right. Definitely feel like this bad boy's priced too high, but first and foremost, let me just look at it. Let me get a better look at this thing. Okay. Okay. It's in a cul-de-sac. It's a good sized lot, almost a half an acre. It's priced in between it fixated, I'm sorry, in between some houses. I can assume utilities are not going to be bad, and I've got road access. But $325,000 for a lot, that's a lot. So let me keep the address and let's update the filter so that we can see some comps. Okay, so I'm going to move this down to sold houses, and let's go no man, No max on the lot size, but let's go 2020. Oh, sorry about that, y'all. 2020. Apply. Okay, now let's put that address in. 75234. Okay, now let the map load in the background. Once that loads, you'll know you're in the radius of the subject property. So again, 3659 High Mesa Drive, Dallas, Texas, 75234. Okay, let's see what they're working with. Appraised value is 104. I would probably be, well, let's look first before we say something. Okay, boom. Okay, got some mansions. Okay, we got some mansions. So we may be able to work with this. But again, remember, you want to be conservative when you're forecasting. These are within 2 miles. So let me see how close they are. Which side of the road? Okay, so these subject houses are in, they're in a radius that I feel comfortable with. Again, 2.3, 2.2 million. Okay, so let's just call it 125,000. Let's call it 1.25 to be conservative. So let's go, bring up our calculator, 125,000, and let's times that by 0.10. So that's my starting bid. I want to be there. I want to bid 125,000. Let's see. And we know that we may have a potential upside of probably 250,000, right, at 20%. All right, so that's a good spread to work with. So again, I want to get this thing under contract at about 100,000, 125,000, and then I'm going to start my dispo efforts there. Due diligence on this one probably won't be too crazy just based off of where it sits in that neighborhood. But again, great opportunity, great spread. Got that for free on Zillow. So again, I hope that helps. I hope that gives you an idea of how to use Zillow to find deals on market. Don't be misled. On market deals are just as good as off market. It's all in the deal and how you negotiate. So again, thanks so much for your time today. I hope that was a help. Drop us a subscription, like, follow if this video added value to you. Thank you. Bye bye.